Hi friends, welcome to Shankar English Guru. Today I am going to talk about the fourth lesson, Art and Literature by APJ Abdul Kalam. Art and Literature was written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam 1931 to 2015. He was the 12th President of India and the father of India's missile technology. He launched three missiles such as Trishul, Agni, Prithvi, etc. He was awarded Padma Bhushan in 1981, Padma Vibhushan in 1990, and India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, in 1997. Art helps life to serve. The civilization which had the capacity to see the future and the ability to adapt to the dynamics of change managed to survive. Our India civilization observed the dynamics change and we saw the tradition producing epics such as Mahabharata and classics like Tirukural, and we have Kabiravani and Narayanamma continuing to serve a flourish over the centuries. Books, our internal companions, because books plays a very important role, and here APJ Abdul Kalam explains the importance of books here. A good book becomes a permanent companion. Books guide us during our life journey and continued to do for many generations. As you know, one of the quotation, if a book worth reading, it is worth buying. If a book worth reading, it is worth buying. It means books will show lots of directions. So that is the reason books plays a very important role. I used to tell my students, books are my looks which do not failure me. It always shows the great roots in the life. So if you have a very good book, it will opens the eyes of youngsters. So books plays a very important role. That's what APJ Abdul Kalam mentioned here. Books are very important. My favorite books, he talks about. Dr. Kalam read many books, though he cherished reading almost all books. There are three that he enjoyed the most. One is Light from Many Lamps. Light from Many Lamps, edited by Lillian Eclair Wester. He bought this book from an old bookstore in Moore Market, Chennai. Whenever he faced a problem, he turned to this book and it helped wipe away his tears. The way the books helps APJ Abdul Kalam. Whenever he feel difficulties in his line, in his path, he will try to turn that particular book and he get into himself as motivation. The second book, which is he venerated his Tirukural. He says that the books taught him many aspects of life and helped him to balance in at different emotion situations. They also provided him with excellent code of conduct for life and extended him to think behind the narrow concepts, thus elevate the human mind. The third book is Man the Unknown by Dr. Alex Carroll, a doctor turned philosopher and a Nobel laureate. This book highlighted how in an ailment both the mind and the body need to be treated as the two are integrated. So that is what the kind of motivation got from the books. So my dear youngsters, keep yourself engaged with books because books are our looks. It always shows for us a right path and right route and right direction for our future endeavors. Keep yourself reading lots and lots of books according to our APJ Abdul Kalam, the way he inspired from many books, and finally he has the major important books, that is three important books he has mentioned in this particular lesson. Then after we am talking about the importance of authors. A good book from an author is a source of great knowledge and wealth for many generations. The galaxy of our thinkers and writers can facilitate the creation of enlightened great leaders amongst our youth. A country is rich because of the natural wealth, biodiversity, and its people, but the crowning glory of the nation is its thinkers who lead the society ahead of its time and make society accept the change, because lots of changes brings through the great thinkers for our country, and they would help us to be keep inspired us as a young stars to be fly in the sky a beautiful routes and paths. So that's what the great thinkers they will give in their books. Then music and dance and drama also plays a very important role to see ourselves and motivate ourselves. So here we have a rich civilization, heritage of more than 5,000 years, blending literature, music, dance and drama. Music and dance elevate you to a different plane altogether and give you a freeze of happiness and peace. Music unites all the people. They help in preserving and promulgating and developing our age old culture traditions. Drama had been a great form of entertainment and a medium for conveying the message to people. So likewise, music, dance, drama plays a very very important role in human beings, and also it may gather and make unity among us. So that's what the beauty which we have through music and dance and drama. The power of films. Actors had the ability to make audience laugh, cry and create an impressions in their mind and temporarily or for a long period. Such is the power of a film. So as we know, film also one of the great media to be convey the things to reach the audience. So ordinary to extraordinary through their convenience. So that is the reason it may make our emotions walks hand in hand, and also it may make us to laugh, cry, create and keep ourselves innovation. So that's the beauty which we have through this power of film. Then after the next point I am going to talk about art elevates the spirits. M.F. Hussain said, painting is the output of the society. As we know, literature is the mirror of life. As like the what society exactly it will show the literature. It means of the society is a mediator of society. You will get a mediator's painting. The artist should have partnership with the known, and the unknown will express itself. Then prosperity and arts. The prosperity of any nation depends directly on the creativity of its artists and writers. Students of the art and literature are important contribution to transforming India into a developed country. So because if you want to see the developed country, our customs, our cultures, our prosperity, and as well as some sort of innovation and painting also reflects what country is exactly. So that is the reason if you want to transforming the India into the developed nation, we must need to improve these kinds of skills. Art is an pleasant expression of the innate beauty in nature, and art elevates the beautiful spirit of life for everyone. To see and enjoy such spirit, silently but eloquently conveys the message of love, humor, etc. Art helps to bring out beauty of life in its noblest forms. Thereafter, I am going to conclusion of this lesson. The lesson emphasizes on our country's age-old art and literature. Art may be the music, dance, painting, or drama. Each one has their own significance and contribution for the development of our country. Sculptures and literature use the real wealth of our country. They are very eminent to us, and we should strive for their edification. Art and literature play an important role in molding one's life. Art is a gift of God. It reflects the innate beauty in nature. It has the power to show joy in our minds and souls. So, my dear youngsters, keep yourself engaged with lots of books, form up dance, keep innovation yourself, and see this role. Make our country very bold and be developed. I would like to end this video with a eminent quote by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. There are many quotes said by him. This is one of them. Don't take rest after your first victory, because if you fail in second, more lips are waiting to say that your first victory was just luck. If you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.